Hey guys, welcome to the next tutorial of ethical hacking and penetration testing via Kali Linux. So in this tutorial, I would be teaching you about the Trojan horses. But before I go ahead and proceed with Trojan horse, I need to teach you something different about the man-in-the-middle attack and how we can go ahead and use it in our Trojan horse attack as well. And as I have told you previously, Trojan horse is nothing but just a fake window dressing over any random type of virus through which you won't be able to see it is. You will think it is some kind of a lure to go ahead and make you enter a trap. That's what it is. So I would be teaching you man in the middle attack today, so that we can go ahead and further continue with our Trojan horse. But even before that, I will teach you two different types of Trojan horses. One is creating a file format payload, and another one is a Java applet method. So, and for a Java applet method to work, you need the person you're trying to attack must have the Java installed on his or her system, so that it will be easier for us to go ahead and create a fake Java runtime error, and he will be able to run it, and then we will be able to go ahead and grab his browser and inject it with any kind of virus that we want or any payload we want. So let's go ahead and first take a look at that, and we will get back to this then. So I'll just go ahead and open my VMware. And I'll just go ahead and start both of my machines, Windows 7 as well as Kali Linux. So the first thing that we would be creating is that we would be creating an MP3 file which will include MP3 or a PDF file which will include a virus inbuilt, and we will also go ahead and write something down on the PDF so that the person does not automatically closes the PDF file, and once he runs it he will not be able to go ahead and close that on his machine. So I'll just go ahead, and seems my Windows 7 has started. So I need to install two things right now. One is the Adobe Reader, and the another one would be my own, that's okay, and the other one would be Java, and I would go ahead and install them right now. Let's go ahead. Okay, fine. Let's open the browser. Normally most of the people have this installed, the reason being that it is very much necessary in order for them to go ahead and run a lot of things, and without Java most people won't probably be running it on the machines. So most of the time they almost have Java. And install Adobe Reader. Okay. Okay, install. Wait. That was spam which I wanted to cancel, so let's first go ahead and okay, Java next, and I'll install that as well. And yes, I don't want Google Chrome, I don't even want this. Install. Perfect. I believe Java is installed. Yep, it's still running. Yes. And now let's wait till the Adobe Reader gets installed. Seems like we have finished our Adobe Reader installation. So now it's time for us to go ahead and start our attack. Let's go ahead and just go and delete all of these things. Now back over here. Okay, so yes, I'll delete this as well. So the first thing that we would want to do would be go ahead and start our SE tool kit. And over here we have different modes of attack. So the one which we would be trying would be we would be creating a Trojan horse. So we're selecting one social engineering toolkit, and as you can see we have different types of attacks over here, but we would be using this third one, infectious media generator. And we have two different types of attack. There is a standard Metasploit executable payload.exe, and another one we have is a file format exploit, that is using any different file and of format, and then going ahead and converting that into a virus which runs in the background. And so I'll just go ahead and use my IP address to go ahead and create a reverse connection. So as you can see, we have different types of attacks over here, Adobe Flash Player button, Adobe CoolSync, but we don't want any of any of these specific things. The one which we would be using would be the Adobe PDF embedded exe social engineering toolkit. So this is just a normal, you can say as a normal PDF file which you will be sending to your target using through email ID, and you can go ahead and get the email ID through the harvester method that I taught previously. And after you get the email ID, you can send him something like, just go ahead and view this Adobe for any XXX reason, and once he goes ahead and checks that and downloads and opens that, he will be in a problem. So use our own PDF for attack, or we can go ahead and use the built-in PDF for attack. So let's see if we have some good PDFs, or you can also use your own, but I would be using the built-in one. Never mind, if you use your own, it will ask you the path where it is. I'd be using the built-in one because I don't have any PDF. You can select the either one. And we want a interpreter reverse shell. So the one which I would be using would be the Windows interpreter reverse shell, the one which I taught you previously. And I'll just go ahead and start it. And IP address for the payload listener, that means the IP address where it would be reverting back to, that one. So again, I would have to go ahead and use my own IP address. So I'll just go ahead and use this, and I'll just paste it over here. The port would be the 443, same one I would be using. Okay, let's start the listener now. And as you can see, we can also go ahead and create a USB or a CD drive, and then we can go ahead and auto run that as well. So right now I will just go ahead and activate my listener. So as you can see, a template has been created in the SET directory. So I'll just go ahead over here in my root. I believe it is root, right? Let me check. And let's go ahead and show all the hidden files. Period SET, perfect. And we have the template. So this is our virus file, which I will be copying and pasting it over here. And let's start the listener. And I'll just go ahead and disable my Defender right now. And I'll just go ahead and disable it for the time being. Perfect. I'll just copy this, paste it over here, and I'll just go ahead and cut this and paste it over here. Perfect. Just go ahead and start it. And let's see if our listener has already started. Okay, let's go ahead and try to open it. Let's see if we have the connection over here. So as you can see, it's asking me to go ahead and save something in the system32 file or something like that. So as you can see, as soon as we get over here, as soon as our template PDF has started, we will get a remote connection over here, and then we can go ahead and straight away go ahead and access all the files in this machine by the same method. So this is just an example as to how we can go ahead and run that. And if you go ahead and see in the background, we still have an Adobe Reader function running. It is not actually the Adobe Reader, it is our payload file that has been running since now, and I believe that it just got disconnected. So, okay, so this is a way as to how you can go ahead and do that. If you don't work, if I don't go ahead and open the session over here, it will straight away get disconnected after some period of time, because that's how it works over here. So that if a person is running, if I have went the session on background, and if the person who is over here, if he tries to go ahead and run something, he should not be able to see why the Adobe file is still running even after it's closed. So that is one way of it running in a way, and yes, that's how it works. So, and the first thing that you would like to do is that if the person is smart enough, then he will straight away go ahead and close the Adobe Reader file. The first thing you need to do is go ahead and migrate that to the Windows Explorer.exe. Once you go ahead and do that, the person will not even know that there is something running in the background. So yeah, that's how it works. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. In the next tutorial, I will be teaching you as to how we can go ahead and create a Java applet method, hacking to the Java applet method with the same social engineering toolkit. And this would be quite different from the other one, because over here we would not be asking the third party to go ahead and execute any file, or let's say we don't need to do all those things or send anything in mail. The only thing that we need to know is the person's IP address, and if you know that, we can straight away go ahead and do that. So yes, that is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we will be taking a look at the Java applet method, and we'll see how it works.